Hi and welcome to my Visual C++ tutorial of billing management system. I'm going to show you guys how this works. First of all, let's reset. There, as you can see, everything is default back to 0 here. And all we just need to do is to select the number of items that the customer would like. He's now buying rice. Here he likes wine. He's an alcoholic. There. Let's click on total. You see what happened here? Now we have the total number of items and the cost for all the items. As you can see, we have subtotal for each item here. Okay, and we can even display the receipt if we want to print it out. There. So this is just an overview. Okay guys, let's start a new project. So I'm going to click on exit and just exit out. And right here, let's click on create new project. And we select C++. Let's click on next. Now let's give our project a name. I'm going to call it CPP Billing System. And let's click on create. Now my application is ready, but I don't have a form, so I'm going to click on the Solution Explorer. Okay, while in the Solution Explorer, I'm going to click on this very property, and right inside this property, okay, this very dialog box, there's one or two things that I will have to change. You see where we have Configuration Manager. Click on the Configuration Manager. Because my own window is 64-bit, I'm going to select the Active Solution Platform to 64-bit. And what will happen is everything here will change to 64-bit for me. So do that. And click on Close. That is fine. Now let's come to Configuration Property right here. Select the linker. That's the linker right there. Click on the linker. And you then need to select system. Once the system is selected, this dialog pops up. Come right here where we have a subsystem. Drop it down and let's select Windows, Subsystem Windows. Click on that. You can click on Apply. And let's go straight to Advanced. Select the Advanced. You see where we have enter point or entry point. I'm going to enter main right there. Click on OK. There. So the first part is taken care of. The next one is for us to now right click on the name here. Right click on the name and let's select Add New Item. And this dialog pops up. Right here, you can either select UI or you select CLR. If you select UI, you get Windows Form. That's the form right there. Or you can just select CLR. The choice is yours. They both have the window form. So I'm going to click on the CLR, and right here, that's the name of the form. You can change the name, but I'm going to leave the form. Leave it as with the default name myform.h, and let's click on add. There. Now my form is being generated, although there's going to be an error. Let's see, it's coming up. There we go. That's the error that I was talking about. Now let's go back to the Explorer. Now for us to be able to view the form, we need some lines of codes, and these codes are made available right here inside a forum. See, I'm actually following all these steps. This is how to install these C++. That is the step that I've just completed now. Okay, follow those steps and all the way up to this is where I am now here. So this is the lines of code that I'm meant to copy. So I'm going to copy that very lines of code, and for your information, I've included this. I will include this link into the description area or onto the description area. So I've copied that lines of code, minimize that, and let's double click on myform.cpp right here. So double click on that, and this coding area pops up. So let's just paste the code that I've just copied. Now we have an error, and if you notice up here, there's a comment telling you enter the name of your own project, and there, that's the name of my project, CPP billing system. So I'm going to type it exactly the way it is, or the way my project was saved. So CPP billing, look, it's already told me what that is. So just enter the details in there. This error should disappear, you see that? And that's all there is to it. If I click on run, that should open up my form, but the problem is I won't be able to do anything with it. In the design view, the form won't be there. So but the form is now on the system officially. That is the form. Okay, if I close that, and let's go to my solution explorer, the form is not yet there. So the only way out for me to get this form is to actually close the old system, and that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, I'm now going to close this so that I can view the real form. So let's click on close. There we go. Right here is the project. So I'm now going to click on it to open it afresh. My project has refreshed, and I'm going to just click on the solution explorer now, and right there, just like I said, that is the form. So double click on that very form. There we go, that's your form right there. So now let's select the properties and start work with the modification of the interface or enhancing the interface. So I'm going to make the face, the form, I'm going to make it 1388 by 788 there. So that's the size of my form. Now I'm going to go straight to the tools here, and let's select plane. Where is it? There we go. And this is very plain. I'm going to make the size approximately, I'm going to go for 1336 by 640. Then I will also change the back color of it. Let's come right here, see the back color. I'm going to change that to cadet blue. Cadet blue, press enter. There we go. And the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add another plane here. Let's go back up here and grab one. Let's paste it right here. But I need to change the back color of that back to control. There we go. And the size of that plane, let's change that to about 1200 plus. So I'm going to make that 1200 and maybe 98 by 84. There we go. And just drag it that much. Okay. Yeah, looking good. So I'm just going to hold on to my control now, click and drag to copy it here. And this time around I need another panel. Let's change the size of that to maybe about 800. So let's come in here, we just make that 800 plus. So 830. Okay, let's say 831 by 423 there. And I'm going to copy it as well. Hold on to your control, click and drag. And this very one now, let's change the size of this very one as well to 400 plus. So come into the properties and just change that to maybe 461 by 423. There we go. There, see, right there. And finally, I'm just going to copy this one up here. So let's grab it, hold on to the control, click, drag, just bring it right down, right here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. All right, that's beautiful. So let's go back to my tools here. I now need a label. There we go. That's a label there. Paste that label there, and let's change the content of that label to billing management systems. There, and I will now come here. Let's change the font size to approximately 48 bold. There we go. Just drag it that much so that we can get it centered a little bit more. And I'm going to change the color, the font color, to cadet blue. Fine. Now let's go back to my toolbox. I need a button. Now this very button, I want it right here underneath here, so there's going to be one there. And this very button, let's change the size of it and the property. So let's make that about maybe 250 by, let's say 70, how that will work out. And I'm going to change the font to about 36. And the back color, let's change the back color to cadet blue. There we go. There. So move it in gradually. But I need 4 of those in total. I think maybe, yeah, let's go for 5. Okay. So copy, hold on to the control, click and drag. We have 2. Alright. Copy again, and we need just 1 more. Come right down here, grab that. There we go. Paste. Now let's change the font details. So this is going to be called, let's change the name of that to TXT total, and the text name, I'm going to make that total. There, that's sorted. The next one here, I'm going to pin this down. The next one, I'm going to change that to receipt, and the name for that is going to be BTN receipt. Sorry, not TXT. I think I called this TXT. That's BTN. Okay. Now this one is going to be called BTN print, and the text name on it is going to be known as print. Bring it down. There we go. Why this one will be called reset. Text name will be known as BTN reset. And finally, I have my exit button, BTN exit, and text name is exit. There, and that takes care of that. Now the next thing, I'm going to go back to the tools here. Let's add, here I'm going to add a rich text box. So let's come in here, a rich text box. There we go. Just drag it that much, bring it down, and I'm going to change the name of that rich text box to RT receipt. There we go. And let's see the size. Okay, I can change that a little bit more. Let's make it about 440. Okay, 34, and bring it in a little bit. Right, that's fine. The height, what about the height? Let's come in here. I'm going to make the height 350, maybe 355. Yeah, because I'm going to need a title on top. Bring it down a little bit. Right, and here, let's take care of this place. Come in here, we need a label. Just need two components there. Label, that's a label, and I also need numeric up and down. There we go. So bring them here. So I'm going to change the font size of both component to, let's make that 20, yeah, or maybe 22. No, 20 is fine. Bold. Okay. Right. I will now copy this. Let's arrange it first, maybe something like that. Now copy this one, put it here. I need one of those, and I'll copy all of these across. I want them to level with this. Hold on to your control, click and drag. We have 2, 3, and we have 5 now. We have 5, that will do. And I then need one here, one here, one here, and another one here. So all these are the ones. I'm going to select them. I want to convert them to, let's go to auto size. I'm going to make that false, and back color, I'm going to make the back color white for those ones selected, and border style, make it fixed 3D. And let's come straight to where we have the text and delete the text. So all I've just done is to give it the appearance of a text box there, and that is fine. Okay, now let's come in here, uncheck this very one. I'm going to come right in here and change the text content to pound there, and let's get it all centered. So that's the default value we have in there. And this other one, bring this one, let's align it properly, and the text content on this is going to be 0. Align it center as well, and select all of these, and let's align it all center. Where is it? Align center there. No, center. Okay, now let's change the names of the label. This is going to be known as bread. The next one is rice, followed by beans. You can make just whatever you like. I just made this up. This is a tutorial. Then we have wine in here, and right here we have milk. There we go. And grab one of these, just paste it right up here. I'm going to use that to change the names. But first thing, let's change the font size to about something a little bit readable. Let's go for 26, and I'm going to align it, underline it as well. There we go. And the text content on this is going to be known as items. Right, that is fine. Okay, let's bring it here. Hold on to the control, click and drag. We have one here, have another one here. So let's change the text content on this one as well. that will be known as number of items. And here that's going to be known as cost of items. There we go. So that's it, all taken care of. And this one here, let's change that to total cost. There. And we then give them all a name. So each of these components will have a name. This one is going to be called num. Let's say num bread. Yeah, that's fine. And this one, no, this very one, let's say LBL bread. This is num rice. Why this one is going to be LBL rice. Here, num beans. LBL beans. And we have num wine. LBL wine. We have num milk and LBL milk. And this is num, I think, item. We can call it num items. Okay, that's fine. And this is LBL cost item. Okay, there, that is it, all taken care of. I'm going to run it. I just want to see how that looks like. Click on run. There we go, that's how it's looking. Okay, so I'm going to make the form get a way to align it dead center. And I also need two objects. That is it. It looks very beautiful. Oh, up here I need a title for it. That should be receipt. So back in here, back to the drawing board. Click, hold on to the control, drag. Let's get it dead centered. And change the data in there to receipt. There. And we also need, let's select the form. I'm going to come right down. You see where we have start position? I'm going to get that centered. Now let's go to the toolbox here. I need two components, two objects actually. Print dialog, no, not that. I need print document, and I also need print preview. See this very one, I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need that. So select the print preview, come right here where we have the document and change the document to print document 1 that I have in here. So that takes care of that. That is fine. Alright, so the next thing we want to do now is I'm going to come right down here. You see where I have my exit? Double click on the exit. Let's get rid of this and press enter. For the exit, I'm going to use try cache. So if there's any error, I want the system to just take care of that for me. And let's say system column Windows. So the IntelliSense is doing most of the work. Column form. There we go. And column dialog result. Dialog I. Let's see result. And the name of my dialog result object is going to be exit. I made that up. Now I'm going to come right down here. The I exit equals as follows. Message box message box dot show, no, is column show, because this is C++, so you have to use column the way that's how it's structured. So we say confirm if you want to exit. There, that is my first argument, comma, second argument is going to be the name of my project. Let's just enter billing management system. Then the third argument, comma, that's going to be message box button dot yes or no. No, it's column yes or no. There. Right, so the next thing is there's one more argument. I'm going to press enter to get the other argument in. That is going to be message box icon column question. Let's get question in there, and right here we enter semicolon. Okay, and I will then use an if statement to validate the selection made by the end user. So I'm going to end up by saying if I exit equals, I'm now comparing the data in here to what I have up here, equals, that will be window. Let's copy all of this and paste that in there, and column yes. Now come down here, enter curly braces. We just want to enter application column exit. There, that's taken care of. Now underneath here I'm going to enter try catch. This is to take care of whatever error that I might encounter, exception EX. Okay, and here that should be, let's enter exclamation there, and come right down here, just enter that. Alright, so in here I'm just going to use message box, want it to show as follows. So I'm going to grab this, paste that here. Message box, I want you to show the following message, so that is going to be EX dash message. There. Okay, so let's take care of this error. So enter curly braces there to close this up, and here we expect to have semicolon. No, semicolon. There, that error should be gone. There guys, and that takes care of my exit button. So I'm going to run it. Let's just try it out. There we go. Alright, click on exit. No, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. So the exit is working as expected. So guys, with that I'm going to call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.